I'm really a professional snake handler, although I often tell people I'm both a farmer and a factory worker and an animal keeper and a public speaker, all kind of rolled into one. Really what we do here is we maintain a large collection of reptiles, about 1,000 reptiles, primarily venomous snakes for the purpose of venom production. I grew up the youngest of 6 children in the Northeast. My older brothers used to occasionally bring home reptiles, turtles, snakes, that kind of thing, and somewhere along the line I saw my first garter snake, was completely fascinated from that point forward. About 10 years old, on 60 Minutes one night, I saw a guy named Bill Haast, and Bill was the director of the Miami Serpentarium for 50 years, and he was catching cobras and producing cobra venom, and I remember thinking, that's the plan. It was just a matter of how to get there, and it took me some 20 years basically to get the facility up and started and off the ground, and Bill Haast actually became our first and best venom customer years ago. We produce venoms for a host of purposes. Snake venoms are used not only to make antivenoms, or the first stage of antivenom production, but they're also used in a whole host of scientific and medical applications. Snake venoms are complex mixtures of all kinds of different biochemicals, proteins, enzymes, and many of those things can be used as biological tools. So we act as basically a venom production factory to make those venoms available to scientists around the world. The hope is that we can bring people in, make them understand not only a little bit more about the world around them and the animals that they share it with, but perhaps kind of bring forth this level of understanding and hopefully tolerance about venomous snakes in particular, and the fact that, okay, not only do these guys share our environment, but they also serve a whole host of very important purposes when we talk about their relationship to humanity and medical science. "11 snake bites over the past 20 years, and probably 350,000 venom extractions. Black mamba, green mamba, West African green mamba, monocle cobra, 3 eastern diamondback rattlesnakes, Mojave rattlesnake, cottonmouth, copperhead, green tree viper. I think that's all of them. The last snake bite I had was in 2006, and I was working with a 3.5-foot eastern diamondback rattlesnake. I caught the snake, had the snake in my hands, turned to get a water bowl to put in the snake cage, and I fell. As I was falling, my elbow hit a piece of equipment and drove the snake up into my face. As I continued to fall, I rolled kind of in the other direction and managed to get the snake out of my face. I'm allergic to snake venom. It's like a bad joke, but because the blood supply to your head is probably second only to your heart, we had a dramatic anaphylactic event. Which I've had a whole host of other times on other bites, but it was really a pretty frightening experience all around. Groovy. You know, we always think snakes are often, as you said, demonized. They're often portrayed as these angry, dangerous, aggressive. And we always think we work with all of the most dangerous snakes in the world, mambas and cobras and taipans, and the truth of it is they are remarkably shy and they don't want anything to do with us. And that part of the equation we try to purvey here. So I mean, most of the time I can't wait to get into the lab. Every day, although lots of the same work, it's always a little bit different. We enjoy the public aspect of it. People come here to enjoy themselves. They come here to learn. Most of them come here interested. We enjoy that aspect of it. But for me, it's all about the animals. It always has been. It's all about the snakes.